Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to COBOL, where we will see how we can utilize initialize keyword, what is initialize keyword, and what are those scenarios where we are supposed to utilize the initialize keyword. You might have heard that from many users that it's always better to initialize your keyword, initialize your variable before using it. So why do they say this type of statements, right? So everything we are going to discuss in this particular program, in particular session, because accordingly, like I have created one program. So firstly, I will walk you through the code. We will understand each and every line from scratch, and once it is done, then I have prepared some notes for you. So I'll just quickly walk you through this notes, like in order to give you a more clarity on this topic of initialize. Okay. So before we start, I just like to recommend you and request you to please go and check out the previously published sessions first, because these all sessions of playlist are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow the entire sequence, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. Okay, because for now we are just focusing on the ongoing topic, which is initialize keyword. But if you want to learn about the basics, like what is divisions, why we have kept extra spaces in a code, and why we have what we can say, what are the position, exact position for writing anything in a COBOL, so structure related thing, basic things we have already discussed in sessions, right, previous sessions. For now we are just focusing on initialize keyword, like how we are utilizing initialize. Okay, so let's go and see the program now. So I'm checking option 2 over here. Here we can see the first thing we have got is identification division. Now what is identification division? Identification division is mainly used to show the program identity related information. Here you can see we have program ID as test pgm1. Okay, test pgm1 is there. Then we have author, which is denoting author name. So this is how you can store the program identity related information into program. Clear? Now below to this we have initiated three line as a comment line. So you can count from first position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So on 7th position, when you place asterisk, after that whatever you will write in that particular line will be considered as a comment line. If in your case it is not coming, if it is not coming in a white color, it's completely fine. Why? Because I have applied some additional setting, that's why it is coming in the white color. But yes, it is possible that in your system it will come in default color, maybe green or whatever color you are using. Okay, fine. So why I'm using this comment line? Just to show you the topic name. So we are going to discuss about the simple data item initialization. Okay, which include the description of initialize keyword. So that's the reason only, like why we use comment. So whenever you want to showcase something specific about the code or maybe about the lines of code, okay, so in that case you will utilize the comment line. Now after that, what we are doing, we have initiated the data division block. In this data division block we have one working storage section, and under this working storage section we will declare all those variables which we are going to utilize throughout the program. Clear? So here you can see the first variable is declared in line number 12. So how we are declaring it? Firstly, we are specifying the level number, which is 01, and it is showing the higher data hierarchy. Then we have variable name and data name. So why do we use this thing? This thing is used to access the variable, like whenever you want to access this variable throughout the program, you will use this name only, which is data name or item name, variable item name. Okay, then we have PIC, for that is denoting the picture clause. X of 10 is denoting alphanumeric 10 characters. Okay, so in short you can say line number 12. In line number 12 we have declared a variable with a name username, and it can hold up to 10 alphanumeric characters. Now look at the third line number 13, where we are showing the user level number as 01, data hierarchy again, variable name is age, PIC is denoting picture clause, but this time we are using the data type as 9, which is denoting numeric. If you don't know why, how you will decide X, 9 or A, then you can refer the sessions previously published, because there we have already discussed each and every data type in a detailed manner. Okay, but for now you can just simply understand that when we are using 9, it means we are holding numeric data. So now you can see on line number 13 we have declared a variable which can hold up to 2 numeric digits. Okay, similarly we have declared the third variable where level number is 01, denoting higher data hierarchy level. Then we have variable name as city, PIC as a picture clause, and A of 10 as denoting the alphabetic 10. Okay, so don't get confused. The first variable is for alpha numeric and the third variable is for alphabetic. Clear? Fine. Now we have declared all the required variable. It is up to you, like if in your scenario if you want to declare more variable, you can declare it under the same working storage section. But for example, for this example I just need one variable. That's why I just need three variables, so I declared only these three. Then afterwards we have initiated the procedure division. What procedure division will do? It will it will help, like after procedure division we can write all the entire main logic of our program. So let's see how we are utilizing initialize keyword. It's quite simple, no syntax is there, means like you can see it's a simple syntax, right? So here you can see on line number 18 I'm using initialize statement or a keyword or a verb to initialize the variable username. So what this initialize will do? Actually initialize keyword help us, although there are many reasons to use it, but the main reason is that like it will help us to initialize the variable value with its default value. Okay, it helps us to initialize the default value with a variable. So in case of username, the data type is alphanumeric, so it will initialize it with its initial value, which is 10 times space. Clear? So after this we are just displaying the result. So display username after initialize, which is a text, and then the variable name is username. Likewise, I am initializing the age variable. So on line number 22, what it will do, it will initialize the variable age with its default value, but here it will not allow assign zero spaces. Why? Because this is a numeric data type, and in case of numeric data type we initialize the value with, the system initializes the value with its default value 0. Clear? So I'm just displaying it just to show you the output. So display age after initializes age, and then what we are doing, we are using initialize again, but this time we are using it for city keyword. So initialize city and display city after initializes city. So in all these lines what we are doing, we are initializing the variable and then printing it after initialization. Clear? And at last we are using stop run to terminate the program execution. So let's compile this program. Once you compile the program and call it, you will see the first value it printed is blank. Why? Because we have initialized, the system initializes it with spaces. That's why it is coming as like this. Now hit enter. This time age is initialized with 00 because it was a numeric digit, so that's why it is initializes the value with zeros. Likewise, if you press enter again, alphabetic is also initialized with the extra spaces, which is 10 times space, because the length is 10, so it initializes everything with spaces, 10 spaces. Clear? Now let's quickly see the notes what I have prepared here. So now this notes will give you a clear understanding of the concept. Like the initialize statement in COBOL is used for several important reasons. And what are those reasons? First is setting default values. If users, it sets the data item to default values depending on their data type. For example, for alphanumeric, it will initialize the value with a space. For numeric, it will initialize the value of zeros. and in alphabetic again it will initialize the values with spaces, and these all things we have already discussed in our program, and we have also verified the same by the output. Now what is the next advantage? Next advantage is code clarity and maintenance. Using initialize can make the code clearer and more maintainable. Instead of manually setting the field in a default value, which can be error prone and cumbersome, especially for large data structure, initialize does it uniformly and concisely. So that's the reason why we are using initialize keyword. Then we have avoiding garbage values. When a data item is declared in COBOL, its initial content is undefined unless explicitly initialized. Okay, so this is the main reason. Like if you have initialized everything in your program, then there is very even there is no chance of garbage value. Clear? Using initialize ensures that the data item do not contain unpredictable or garbage values which can lead to unexpected behavior or errors in a program. Then we have consistency across the data items. If you have a record structure with multiple fields, initialize ensures that all fields are set to their default value consistently. This is particularly useful when dealing with large and complex data structure like records and tables. The next and the last reason is improving program readability. By ensuring that variables are initialized to a known state before they are used, initialize helps prevent bugs that can arise from user uh, using the initialized variables. Okay, so these are the all points that maybe you can keep at as a note, because it would help you to answer in the interview question, because there might be some interview questions like why do we use this initialize keyword, so you can simply explain all these points to interviewer. Okay, so I hope today's session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things, so thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.